So we're going to do a Stephanie Jung edit or recreation. So I've started with my image here in Photopea, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this image or this layer rather, and I'm going to duplicate it by dragging it down. So now I have two layers. The top layer here, layer 1, I'm going to click on my menu and I'm going to choose multiply. So what actually happens now is we've actually got a see-through image, as you can see here. So we can start to stagger the images, very similar to Stephanie Jung. I'm then going to duplicate that layer in exactly the same way. So I'm going to drag it down. Okay, so I've got layer 1 copy, and this time I'm actually going to select darken instead. And you can see I've just got the dark pieces of that image, and I'm actually going to duplicate that again so that I can start to layer that up. Okay, then I'm going to just flatten this. So I can go layer, flatten image, and I'm back to one layer again. And all I want to do then is go to my image adjustment layers and try and explore a couple of my sliding tools. So maybe the brightness and the contrast to give it a little bit more pop. Maybe the hue saturation, particularly perhaps the saturation to give it a little bit more intensity, and potentially even trying the colour balance as well. Colour spelt wrong there because obviously it's the American. So we can try that slider, make it a little bit more blue or a little bit more yellow. I quite like the blue. But you can play around with all of these sliders as you go. You can see where I've kind of duplicated the layer and it's giving me a little bit of a border. So what I can do is just crop that in so that I've got it nice and neat, and there's my image there. Actually, what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see just here, because I took this photograph at Portland through a window, I'm actually going to just crop that out because it looks a little bit strange. And that's my image there. Obviously, Stephanie Jung, you might have more of a golden hour feel to your photograph, so it might be more of your warm colours, it might be more of the cool colours. It's up to you. Once you've got your image recreated, you're just going to go to File, Export As, and you're going to select JPEG. And then you get a little close-up view here. If you just make sure that you give it a file name, so it might be Stephanie Jung edit, and obviously just again checking once again that it's a JPEG. You save that, that's going to go into your downloads, and then obviously you can pop that into your file, into your Google Slides, beg your pardon, and then remember to annotate so we know what you have done and why you have done it. Okay, brilliant.